Hey, how's it going there, my fellow master builders? It's your boy, Blu-rayDave, back with another Blu-ray unboxing, and, man, I'm just like, really excited to talk about this. So, of course, here I have in front of you, Pharrell Williams, Piece by Piece, a Lego movie slash documentary, and, really, this is Universal's first, Lego movie, and I believe it's still a continuation of the first four Lego movies that Warner Brothers owned, right? I mean, what a weird but cool way to start off, or like kind of like rebrand the LCU, or the Lego Cinematic Universe, right? Like, honestly, this movie just came out of nowhere. Like, I remember like seeing the first trailer like months back, like, oh, is this how Universal's starting? Because obviously, I want to save this for a separate video in the future. Like, there will be some like brief stuff I'll talk about here, but like, ever since Warner Brothers gave the Lego Movie rights to Universal, like, we could think of like the brands that Universal has. Like, they could literally make a Lego Minions movie, Fast and Furious, Jurassic Park, whatever stuff that Universal has. Like, and the fact that they went all out and made like this, documentary on Pharrell Williams. Like, okay, I feel like anything is possible now. Like, I feel like anybody who has a story to tell, like, they would want to tell it in a Lego form, right? Like, and I do want to say this, though, like, judging by the film's rating, it is PG, but for a Lego movie, ooh, man, the amount of cussing in this, like, man, like, they were not holding back. Like, when Warner Brothers, again, when they had these movies, they held back like a lot, but like Universal, they did not hold back. Like, I'm thinking, like, man, I think this movie should have had a PG-13 rating, honestly, just because of the cussing, right? And again, some of the suggestive themes. Like, again, this makes me wonder, like, with these Lego movies going forward, Universal, like, I wonder if, just like with Illumination, how they're gonna make like R-rated animated stuff. Like, obviously Minions isn't gonna be R-rated, but like, I'm thinking, like, what if they want to go down the PG-13 road with Lego, like, go for it, like, break the boundaries. Like, all of us longtime Lego fans want to see like an official Lego production, like, gritty and all that stuff, right? Like, man, and the plans that they have going on Universal. Again, I want to see this for another, like, honestly, hopefully for another episode of the podcast, right? Because this is something I really want to talk about, right? Like, again, I'm just going to briefly mention some stuff here. So, and I want to get back to you guys on that later. Like, yeah. This just came out, I want to say last week, and you can only get this on Blu-ray and DVD. Like, Universal, why are you skimming out on us with the DVD, honestly? Like, it would have been fun to have it here, right? I mean, this documentary was pretty cool. Like, the fact, like, Pharrell Williams, like, how he explains his life. Like, man, obviously everyone's grown up, like, love to know him, right? Like, he does all the soundtracks for, like, Despicable Me. He did the soundtrack for The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, seriously, he's just genuinely a cool dude, like, he has a great voice and all that. Like, but there is one scene at the end of the movie here where I just didn't really agree on. Like, it's a very, like, touchy, scene. Well, let's just say it's political, right? Like, I honestly saw the comment. Honestly, when I saw the trailer for this movie, there was a lot of things going on in the back of my mind. Like, oh, like, when you see Snoop Dogg and, like, you're going to have, like, all these producers and artists in here, like, how are they going to tackle that? Like, they did not hold back. Like, man. Still, I think they should have given this the PG-13 rating, honestly. And the one exclusive bonus features, like, with the interview with Pharrell Williams and Morgan Neville. Seriously, like, Morgan is interviewing Pharrell throughout the whole movie. Like, who is this guy? Like, oh, like, that's the director. Okay. It's okay that it did not come out in 4K. Like, that's fine. So we got our Blu-ray disc, and of course I used the code, obviously. But I'm happy to see that the LCU is still continuing, throughout like Universal. If you have not checked out my previous unboxings of the first 4 Lego movies, please go check those out. Seriously, these need a serious 4K upgrade, right? So if you have the Lego movies, if you organize your movies by studio, put those movies in Universal, because like I say, Warner Brothers doesn't own them anymore, and it still begs the question. One of the questions I have is, does Universal own the rights to Ninjago now because they want to make a live action Ninjago movie finally? All right. So like I said, this is what I kind of want to come back to a little bit. So hopefully most of you guys are aware of my podcast, of the Mr. Blue podcast. Again, trying to figure ideas. And I figure, you know what? This would be a good discussion, topic of debate, talking about the LCU in general. I'm not going to do it right away, guys, but if you could leave me comments in the comments below, seriously, ask me some stuff, or give out specific information. Lego Movie 3 information has been vaguely coming out. I read this in a magazine not too long ago, and I know I could talk about that for sure. But seriously, let me know in the comments, give me ideas what I should talk about. And of course, I will credit anybody who leaves me the suggestions or comments, questions, whatever, right? Because seriously, the LCU is a pretty underrated franchise, right? Because some of the movies are great, right? And it's just I'm sure down the road Universal will have some bad Lego movies, but I know they wouldn't give up the rights back to Warner Brothers, because even if if you have a Lego production, you still need to have a plot, right? You can't just make a Lego movie with no plot. Oh, kids don't care about plot. It's Legos. It's a big commercial, right? Sure, that is true, but man, again, these are very hot takes I want to talk about in a potential episode of the podcast. So again, just give me your hot takes in the comments below, guys. What I should cover, because of course, I try to keep up with some of these other Lego channels on YouTube, and sometimes they do talk about, specifically Lego Movie 3, I have a lot of opinions to talk about the potential Lego Movie 3, and it's all bad news, again, from what I've read recently. So, if you've read the news about it, and if you're in the same boat with me, it's whatever, right? And again, kind of another hot take. I'm sorry, guys. How does that play into the imagination of Finn, the kid from the 2 Lego movies, right? Again, theories, speculations, probably some Lego conspiracy theories, I don't know. Again, this is some stuff I would love to talk about in a future episode of the podcast, so again, let me know with your stuff. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Please make sure to comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please send the post notification bell, share my content if you haven't already. And seriously, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you think this was a great start for restarting the LCU? I mean, yeah, the marketing for this was bad. It failed at the box office. But hey, it was a good documentary, regardless. Again, other than the fact, with Kendrick right there, the song that Pharrell was talking about, yeah. I've never heard it, and I don't ever want to hear it, because to me, that's controversial, right? If you guys know the song, if you've seen the documentary, if you know what I'm talking about, let's just leave it at that, right? All right. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye. I got nothing else to say other than the fact this is a good documentary. Kind of a good but slow start to the LCU. Again, kind of the 5th movie going on. So yeah. All right. Again, thanks so much for watching. And hopefully you guys have a good night. All right. Bye, guys.